And you're live.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome into the biggest little show on Twitch. I am One-Eyed Master. Joined with me right next to me right here, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Young Gun. Go ahead and
What
say
up?
hi to the folks, Young Gun.
What up, everyone? I'm Young Gun, aka Controller Breaker, and this is mine and One-Eye's baby. Pretty much, this is our show. This is what we love to do on Wednesdays, and we're here to actually entertain you. So
Absolutely, 100% what this man said. Not only that, but we're here to tell you about the wonderful family that is Slick 10. We're going to be discussing a serious topic today, and then we're going to be moving on to our different segments. We got Young Gun talking about his passion. I'm going to be covering this week's top gaming stories that I felt were relevant, that might resonate with you folks. We're going to plug our prospect members for Slick 10. We're going to tell you about our lovely website, all of our functions, and hopefully get you in there to get some merch. With all that being said, once again, I am One-Eyed Master. I'll be today's host. Nice to meet you. Hi, how you doing? I'm mainly a streamer here on Twitch that loves playing any first-person shooter, and I'm trying to branch out a little bit with my streaming onto some role-playing games. But we'll cover that a little bit later. So, moving on from that, now that our lovely introductions out of the way, let me first and foremost tell you guys about what the Slick 10 prospects are. So, if you guys didn't know, our Slick 10 community has different levels to it. I myself, along with a Young Gun here. What's up, brother? I see you, James, in the comments. We are what's considered a junior sponsor. Oh, God, chat's blowing up already, guys. I love it. So before that step is the prospects. What the prospect is basically Slick 10 as a community has noticed your efforts in the community, has noticed you as a streamer, and are trying to get people to pay more attention to you. We're looking out for you to get you into one of our junior sponsored slots and hopefully up to the sponsored position. So, that being said, our two prospects right now, they were already announced, I believe a couple weeks ago on the main show. The main show are Azure Frostborn, or Frosty as I like to call him because it's a lot easier for me. Hi, baby, I see you. And Sapper Hobbies. These guys are phenomenal, dude. Azure Frostborn is one hell of a gamer. He is not only one of the most quick-witted people I've ever met, but he's helped me with my Apex Legends game immensely in just 2 sessions. And Sapper Hobbies is an awesome dude. He's just recently
Thank you for the biddies.
Ooh, yeah. James with the biddies coming through. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, the siren. Sapper Hobbies is another amazing streamer. He's an awesome guy, veteran like myself. He's getting into Warzone, and I believe he builds PCs, if I'm not mistaken. But you go check him out. Sapper Hobbies, I believe, is our streamer of the month. You can find out all the Blue Hair Spaz with the biddies. Let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Look at my wife with the 25 biddies. Let's go.
I don't see how many there is. Though.
Let's go.
Oh, there we go.
All that being said, dude, check them out, please. They're amazing people. Like I said, Frosty's an amazing gamer. He's an amazing dude. Sappers, I couldn't say anything nicer about him. Love both of them very much. I can't wait to see him hop up here, be on the show with us, and help entertain all you folks out there. That all being said, we're going to switch gears a little bit, and my cohort here, Young Gun himself, has been wanting to talk about some serious topics. Last week we covered mental health. This week we're going to be covering another serious topic. It's surviving an abusive relationship. Now, I know not everybody has been unfortunate enough to be in one, but both him and I have been. I'm going to go ahead and shut up for a minute, let him talk about his experience and what he did to get over it and how he's moved on from that. And then I'll say my piece on it, and I'll give it a little bit of a more helpful information about where you can get some help if that's the case. So, Young, tell me about your situation. How'd you get out of it, man?
My experience with an abusive relationship wasn't the physical side of it. It was more of the mental abuse of being cheated on, lied to, and just being disrespected. And I pretty much got fed up with it and left her. However, there is still mental abuse that goes on with inside my head from the relationship due to I do have 2 children by this woman. And she doesn't even see him. I got over it, and in all honesty, I feel great for it. No one should have to be in that predicament, whether it's mental abuse or physical abuse. There are ways out, and I managed to get out of that toxic relationship and better myself and become who I am today. And I'm a lot more happier for it.
That's amazing, man. That's absolutely amazing, and I'm sorry that you had to deal with that. And a lot of times, mental abuse can be more damaging than physical abuse. I'm not saying one is better than the other, and you shouldn't do one over the other. But the residual effects of mental abuse can be so damaging to a person's psyche, to how they go into their next relationships, so a lot of things. I unfortunately was in a relationship where I was the victim of both. I had an ex-wife who was very, very, very mentally abusive, and she liked to put her hands on me because she knew that the way I was brought up, it was against my moral code to strike a woman back. And yeah, I get it. Hydrate. Gotta hydrate. Nowadays, with some people would say that, oh, if a girl hits me, I'm gonna hit her back. I can't do it, man. Like I've seen what I've done physically to other grown men when I put my hands on them. So I would be afraid of what would happen if I put my hands on a female. And I get it. We're equal in so many ways, but like, there's just no excuse for it. Like, you can walk away, you could change the subject, you could take a break, you could take a breather. There's no reason for you to ever put your hands on each other. Like Dave said, he won't do it either. Like, James is, well, you are a pretty young guy. Oh, look at that young guy. Brother saying that you're pretty. My point is like, there's always other avenues, and like, if it's to the point where you have no other options, walk away from the situation, please. Don't feel like you need to stay there and be a victim. Don't. Well, I love him, and when it's not abusive, it's so good. Like that, was it Eminem song? When it's good, it's great, but when it's bad, it's awful. Like, that's not a relationship. Even Gator here is saying that he won't touch a woman. I mean, I absolutely applaud that. Like,
Could I chime in real quickly?
Yeah, please.
In all honesty, I commend all of you for believing in that. I was raised by my father, who was technically a narcissist, because when he drank and everything, he did like to put his hands on women. And that's what got me and him into a lot of physical altercations, because I'm highly against it. This was how I was raised. I would rather go to jail standing up for a woman than to sit back and let that happen. In all honesty. I commend each and every one of you for standing and believing in that. It does mean a lot and shows what you guys are about as a human being. Now I'm going to mute the mic and let you continue.
You're good, man. You don't gotta mute yourself, man. Chime in anytime you want. This is our show, not just my show. That all being said, dude, like, again, if you find yourself in that situation, whether you're on either end, if you feel like you're getting to the point where you're just aggressively being mean for no reason, or doing things that you feel like you wouldn't want your partner to do to you, take a break, take a breather, have a safe. Like, I know this sounds corny and cheesy or whatever, and I know a lot of times we think of safe word, we think of BDSM or whatever the case may be, some whips and chains, but no, you could have safe words in relationships too, where like, if your partner is making you feel a certain way, or you're feeling trapped or just smothered, you'd be like, hey, pineapples, motherfucker, I need a break. Pineapples happens to be my safe word. Just saying, throwing that out there. I won't let a woman. Yeah, like James just said, I won't let a tip. I'm pretty sure I know my brother pretty well, dude. And like, this motherfucker, like, will straight up walk the fuck away. Like, you don't have a choice. Like, if he's done, you're done. Like, we didn't talk for quite a long time because of various reasons, but if he does that shit, he means that shit. I like touching my woman. I just don't hit her. Yeah, okay. What touche what Vibe said. I love putting my hands on my beautiful girl. Don't get me wrong. I can't get enough of her. Like, I have to. I don't sleep well unless I cuddle with her, and don't ever tell her I said that because whatever. But case in point, what I'm trying to get at is there's never an excuse. For either way either. There's no excuse for women. Like, I get it. He cheated. Great. That doesn't mean you fucking go and beat his ass, burn his shit, wreck his car, destroy his home, not let him see his kids. What's up, Papa Joe? Thank you for coming in, buddy. Good to see you. So all that being said, like, if you feel like you're in that type of situation, go ahead and try and get out. If you can't get out, there's hotlines. I just found out. I don't know about your personal areas, but I found out that if you dial 998, okay, it can actually connect you to counselors who can help you with these kind of things that are like, it's basically like a suicide hotline, but they're not just for suicide. It's if you're just having a bad day and you need a trained professional to talk to you, dial 998 on your phone. Now that could be just a Washington thing. I'm not sure. You might want to look into that in your local areas. Okay, but I know there's all kinds of stuff like that. Again, I could plug the website. I'll go ahead and pull it up right now. But BetterHelp.com. BetterHelp.com. This is not a paid ad. But I've known some people to personally use it, and basically you get an online counselor, online therapist that will meet you on your schedule, and they do digital or just voice or phone calls, and it's most of them are covered completely by your insurance, and they're pretty much instant help. They're there when you need them, and I highly suggest if you feel that is a role you need to go to. So I'm gonna go ahead and plug that website into the chat here, and if you feel like you need it, please use it. We talked about it last week on the show, but again, that's BetterHelp.com. Go ahead and check it out. All right. So yeah, I want to kind of move on from this subject because I'm starting to get a little bit of from it. So
it's hard to talk about this stuff because when you experience it yourself, it does put you into a depression in a way because you basically relive what you have experienced.
Absolutely.
So, I'm totally fine with moving on to the next subject if you are.
Right. Yeah. So at this time, I'm going to take a small break from our topics. I'm going to go ahead and plug our store. If you've been paying attention to the chat, it just came up. Click10.com Gaming. Go there, check it out. We all got all kinds of wonderful merch. You're looking for events that are coming up? Bam, they got it. You're looking for a shirt to wear? Bam, they got it. Okay,
it's merch.
Yep. You can't see it right now because Dave is actually on the website. But yeah, there you go.
That helps out too. Thank you, Dave.
Yeah. You can find out all about us as a team. You can find out, our scheduling, what we're about, what we're into. You can look at the merch store. You can check out Dishes Are Done secondary channel, Mystery Girls Inc., where she talks about all kinds of true crime stuff. You can check out Vibe's store. Vibe has got some wonderful gear in there that you guys should pick up. I highly recommend it. It's my next purchase buy. Right there, it's being circled. That's mine and Young Gun's shirt there. If you look at those logos, they are both designed in-house in Slick10 family. Dave himself personally designed mine, and I couldn't be more happy with it.
Zero designed mine.
Right, the Godfather himself took care of Young Gun.
Godfather himself.
That's right.
Designed mine, and it was hilarious how he put it. All he did was sent me a picture of it and said, "Do you like it?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Good, it's your new logo."
I'm gonna podcast it.
And I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna run with it," and
Absolutely. Sorry, I had a guest come over. But yeah, dude, Young Gun's got amazing stuff, and if you're looking for maybe upgrading your logo or design, or getting a cool little symbol like we got,
or emotes,
yeah, talk to Dave, Captain the Brave Dave, the Game and Watch Bros,
aka one half of the Game and Watch Bros.
Yeah, the dude is phenomenal. I mean, I gave him my ideas.
You can continue to the Discord from there.
Exactly.
And join in, or let's see if the command works.
I think it's been plugging the whole time. But yeah, Dave is great, dude.
It works. Oops, nope.
I could go ahead and
I don't know the command yet.
Let's see. He made me this one, this one, this one, this one.
I don't
yeah. So these ones right here, Dave made all those for me in a day, off my ideas. The unicorn is for my sexy wife, sexy mama, because she loves the unicorns. I'm a potato because I constantly be screaming, "I'm a potato!" before I
He
go into battle.
touched up these for me, and I have a few of what they used to look like, or two of them actually.
Absolutely.
These are two of them that what it used to look like.
No, Dave, we will not stop. You're a phenomenal artist, and you do a lot of shit for this community, and you deserve the recognition. And
Exactly.
honestly, you deserve the business, dude. But no, seriously, all fluffing aside, Dave's amazing. Hit him up, guys. Yeah, Dave did Viper's Spitting Viper right there. He's phenomenal. You guys bring him an idea.
Hey,
Freaky825, welcome in. Hype. I appreciate that. Welcome into the channel.
I'm gonna
First time
actually
chatter,
give him
guys.
a shout out.
I wish we could.
For
Can
the
we do
first
shout
time.
outs?
Yep,
Is that
I'm already on it.
nice? Appreciate you coming in today for the junior spot scrimmage. I hope you enjoy the show. But yeah. So again, we got everything from merch.
You know, first time
The-
chatter. Gotta give him
Yeah.
a shout out.
Absolutely. But we got everything from merch to emotes. We got your back. It's like we say all the time. It's not just a streamer community. It's a family. We love each other here. I mean, I constantly have the Slick 10 marquee in my stream, and that was even before I was a junior sponsored. Man, as soon as I was a member of Slick 10, it went right up there. Because before, it used to just say Team Wipe. The Godfather is in here. What's up, Z? Welcome in, buddy. Glad you made it.
See,
So-
I have my logo and what the Slick 10 what the Slick 10 channel's name used to be, which was Slick 10 Gaming, in my stream all the time. It's actually tattooed on my arm,
Yeah.
and
We should
pretty
pull-
soon on the other arm it's gonna be the Slick 10 I Am Reaper.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that. You're supposed to be live streaming that, right?
I'm
bud?
gonna live stream it right here, either on the junior scrimmage or on the sponsored scrimmage. Me and Zero has not talked that out yet, and it depends on what day my tattoo artist can actually get me in.
Dude, I can't wait to try and ask you questions while you're under the gun and you're trying not to cry. I'm gonna try. Oh my god, this is gonna be awesome.
I won't be able to read. I won't be able to read the question. Oh yeah, that's right. We'll be in a Discord call, so you
Yeah,
will be
buddy.
able to.
Yeah, buddy. I got you. Trust me, I got you. All right. But that's enough about the plugs. The merch. Again, check it out. We're gonna go ahead and move on to my young and awesome co-host topic of the day.
Zero said,
What'd you
bro,
say?
I've been here. SMH. Y'all were doing a good job of at not
No,
paying attention
no,
to
no.
me.
I-
LOL.
That's the first thing you. Hold on, I'm scrolling through the chat now. I'm gonna call you.
Yeah,
out. Yeah. You haven't said nothing, man. You can't do that, bro. You can't do that.
I'm actually scrolling through the chat too.
Yeah, I don't think you said anything. Oh,
And I do
nope.
gotta give another shout out to Gatorgram, because he is a first time chatter too.
I'm absolutely
Would you
wrong,
like to do
Zero.
that?
He did say yo. Right after the biddies. Yeah, he was. I'm an asshole. I'm sorry. But yeah, go ahead and give him a shout out real quick. Gator, he's been chatting it up. So yeah, enough of that. Let's go ahead and move on to my partner's topic of the day. I believe it's going to be four-wheeling and recreation. So, Young Gun, tell us all about what you love, man.
Just give me 1 second to get that shout out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so my topic of the day is you shouldn't be ignoring the Godfather. As Viper, it's only until we dethrone the Godfather. Me,
That was
you,
him.
One Eye.
Nope, I'm not part of that crew.
Okay, yeah, basically four-wheelers and dirt bikes.
Nice.
They're fun, they're dangerous if you're not riding them properly. There's multiple brands. There's Can-Am, Polaris, which are money pits, but they're still good bikes. You would have to go with the older ones though. Hondas, Kawasaki's, My question for everyone is, if you had to choose, all right, because I just pretty much named all the brands. All right, if you had to choose, which one would you go with? Kawasaki, Polaris, Can-Am, Honda, Yamaha, Suzuki's. Gatorgram says don't get
Don't get a Polaris. All
a
right.
Polaris. No lie, they're
Young Gun,
money pits.
Young Gun, the Dogfather wants to see a nip, but I'm sorry, you know that costs a little bit of biddies, man. Like, you don't just get naked for free.
Mine costs way more. I'm
Yeah.
not cheap like Dave. You know, mine goes for 5,000.
If you're willing to pay for Dave, I mean, this is premium American beef right here. You know what I'm saying?
Can-Am is the way.
Can-Am? I don't even know what that is, man. What?
Can-Am is a 4-wheeler.
Okay.
And also side by side, you have the Can-Am. Damn, Dave, kick him from the call. That
I
is
knew
messed up.
going to be, right? So, yeah, I was talking to Young about this. I was talking to Young about this earlier, and like me personally, dude, I don't have too much experience with the outdoor rec, man. He just muted. Did he move both of us or just him? The server deframed. Oh my god. He said you're a Dollar Tree steak. Nice. Freezer burning everything. No,
He's
so-
just server muted me right now and server deafening me.
yeah, I saw that. I've only been on one quad. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I've never been on a dirt bike. Oh no, I've been on a pocket dirt bike at work, but it's like a fucking 25cc
Pit
mini
bike.
thing.
Pit bike.
Yeah, exactly. My ex-roommate from years and years ago had a quad that I believe it was a Honda. Not exactly too sure about that. I could mess with him and he would never know. Get him, Vibe.
Don't you dare, Viper.
And like, it was fun, but like I was telling Viper, and not to get too personal with you guys for a minute,
Me,
I
I'm
spent
done.
3 years of my life homeless. You know, I lived outside. So nowadays I have the motto: inside good, outside bad. You know what I'm saying? I pay rent for this beautiful apartment. I am going to get every cent out of it that I can. I can see the appeal for some people, but it's just I'd rather be inside in my nice, you know, 4 walls with my video games and my TVs, and that's just the way it is. Don't get me wrong, I could go appreciate it, you know what I'm saying, once in a while, take a day trip up, maybe, you know, shoot some guns or whatever, but like when it comes to riding dirt bikes and stuff, that's this guy right here, Young Gun, he's probably more of an expert than I ever will be. And I hate to admit that because, well, you know. But that all being said,
I will give a rundown about that real quickly.
yeah, please educate me a little bit, man. Tell me about it.
I ride a Honda 300EX, 2002. Right
What does
now,
that mean?
what, a 300EX?
Yeah.
So it's a 300 and cubic inch motor. So
Okay.
basically, the higher the CC, more likely the faster it will go. Sometimes you'll have issues with it where it could be a 450 cc, but a 300 will beat it. A friend of mine had one, and I smoked his 4-wheeler on a 300 because his had issues. So
Okay.
the higher the cc, the faster it will go. And you know, you have other 4-wheelers like Banshee 350s that have 2 pistons instead of 1. Banshees are 2 strokes, which 2 strokes you need to mix the oil in with the gas, and it just depends on, you know, the gearing and everything, like Viper said.
Okay.
I have a Honda 300EX, 2002 with a Yoshimori exhaust, which is the loudest exhaust you can get for it.
Okay.
To make it louder, rejet it and take out the baffler.
A baffler? What's a baffler?
A baffler, all right, it's basically I don't want to mispronounce the word, a spark thruster or something like that.
Okay.
It goes into the ending of the tailpipe, and it doesn't allow it to spit flames or anything. And
Okay.
it also in turn quiets down the bike a little bit. If you
Alright,
take that out, it will spit flames and be as loud as anything.
So it's kind of like putting a coffee can muffler on a Honda.
Exactly.
Okay.
So, yes, what Viper said.
Two-stroke tends to be faster than four-stroke. So is that because you're going through the gears faster, or
That, but however, two strokes have power bands.
okay?
Where four strokes do not. When a power band kicks in, you tend to go a little bit quicker. Two strokes, they're quicker off the line and have like the best gearing to get up to speed.
Okay.
However, two strokes you cannot hold them open, like wide open full throttle for a long period of time. Cuz unlike four strokes, you know, how the piston gets the oil is when the gas gets dumped into the motor from the carburetor and everything.
All right. All right.
So, you know, you got to let off the throttle with two strokes and it will dump oil and gas right onto the I just said it, the piston. There we go. And that's how the piston gets lubricated. Four strokes,
Okay.
you put the oil right into the motor and that's how it lubricates everything. Now there are some two strokes that have oil pumps where you have a second reservoir for oil.
Okay.
And it will combine the gas and oil together as you ride.
Nice, man. Dude, I don't mean to be this insulting when I say this, but your knowledge on this subject is phenomenal, dude. Like, I'm really impressed with how much you know about this and how educated you talk about it.
I grew up with my cousins who, me and my cousin, we rode doubles on a mini bike.
Okay.
I've grown up around big lifted trucks, four wheelers, dirt bikes, go karts. You
So
know,
this is your bread and butter. Like this is
yeah,
your shit.
this is something that I can go on for days.
All right. All right.
You know, but I ride a Honda 300EX. I would have sent in a picture of me sitting next to my four wheeler and then me sitting on a dirt bike. However, I lost that picture due to my Instagram got hacked. So, but I ride a Honda 300EX. I have crashed it and fractured my back, which is one of the reasons why I blew up the motor.
Okay. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. Back that up a bit. You just say you fractured your back?
Yep. I fractured from T5 down to T12 10 days after my 19th birthday. October 20th of 2017.
Bro, you're one of the most accident-prone people I think I've ever met in my life.
Actually, that was my first ever accident, really, that I got injured. There
Maybe
was
on a quad, but
there was a 110 that I was riding before I took it off a jump, and instead of seeing little mounds at the other end of the jump, I didn't see that. Hit the mounds and flipped over the handlebars and ran myself over.
are you kidding me?
I am not. Sadly, my dad just sat there and laughed.
That is nuts.
And
I'm
then,
glad you're okay, man.
oh yeah, I am too, and thank you for that. Then I moved from a 110 to a Kawasaki 250 Mojave.
Okay.
And because my dad turned around and said, if I can start it, I can ride it. That's pretty much was his motto. If you can start it, you can ride it.
Real quick, hey, dishes, I appreciate the biddies. I see you.
You know,
This is coming through with the biddies. That's one hell of a way to make an entrance. I appreciate that.
how many engines have I rebuilt? None yet. I have not rebuilt any yet.
Why not, man?
I don't necessarily have all the tools to do that, and also parts are expensive, and not to mention I do not have a clean work area to take the motor out of the four-wheeler, rebuild it, and stretch. Thank you for that, Gatorgram. That felt good. in all honesty, I don't have a clean workspace to rebuild a motor. I know how to. It's a couple bolts to take the actual head off the motor,
Right.
and then you pop a pin out to take out the piston, repop the pin back in, adjust the valves to the settings and everything. And yes, we did need it, Gator Graham.
Appreciate that, Gator.
But it's real easy for me to actually rebuild a motor if I have a spot to lay out all the tools I'll need, lay out all the parts, and then just go to work and work until it's done.
Okay.
Look at the biddies.
You got more biddies?
More
More
biddies.
biddies!
Biddies.
Bitches! Coming through with a rat. Dude, is she saying that we're dead? Is she trying to tell us not to have a good time? I can't wait till you rebuild one. I hope he does too, Viper. And you know what? I hope you do rebuild one soon. And I want to see constant updates, man. Because honestly, like I said, you seem very passionate about this topic, man. And I feel like that's something you should really, really put some of your time and energy into.
To be honest, I might even stream it.
There you go, man. You can make a whole YouTube channel on that stuff, dude. People love going to that stuff and trying to figure out how to do stuff.
I'm not the best at it, but there's some things. What up, J-Dub?
J-Dub, welcome in, player. Good games the other night, man.
I'm not the best at rebuilding things, but four-wheelers and dirt bikes and stuff, I could manage my way around it.
Well, man, I really think you should do that and check it out. Real quick, guys, if you're new to the show or you haven't done this yet, go ahead and do #Elgato.
Yes.
Just a reminder, you need to be level 5 in Discord to go ahead and win that, but you'll win.
I'll put it in the chat.
Thank you, sir. You will win an amazing Elgato Stream Deck that can elevate your guys's. You can't enter, young gun. That'll elevate your guys' stream to a whole new level.
And the biddies.
Sexy mama with the biddies, baby. I love it when you show me those biddies. You're going to show me those later on tonight. I love you very much, baby. Thank you so much. Oh, we got one more entry. The Sexy Mama just went ahead for the Elgato. I appreciate that, love. GG's, I couldn't hear you one-eyed, but with some good... Yeah, man, absolutely. Dishes with some more biddies with the shock face, maybe I call it. The old face. Oh. But yeah, man, make sure you go ahead and get that Elgato hashtag plugged in. And again, Young, I really love the fact that you're so passionate about that topic. And I know you can go on forever, but
we gotta move on.
Yeah, we're on time schedule here. So, not to be a dick when I say that, but we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next one, which is going to be One-Eyed Masters Gaming News of the Week. Guys, I have scoured the internet for updated weekly stories. I got 4 stories I want to bring to you guys that might be relevant, might be not. I thought it was interesting. I thought I'd throw it out to the show. Normally I would be doing One-Eyed Masters tips and tricks, but I figure I'll rotate those every show. That way we get a little bit of break and we can catch up on some of our gaming news. So, I got good news for all you anime fans out there. If anybody out there loves anime as much as I do, you guys have probably heard of this, My Hero Academia. If you haven't heard about it, it's a great newer anime that's out there that follows the main story of Deku. Basically, it's a society where superpowers are given to like 80% of the population, and everybody's either a hero or a villain. And the story follows this young teenager who didn't actually end up getting what's called a quark, and he ends up getting one and going to a high school where he's surrounded by greatness. If you want to know more about it, check out the show. I believe it's on Hulu or Crunchyroll. But the reason I bring that up is because they are now officially joining the Battle Royale scene. My Hero Academia Battle Royale is coming soon. It'll be free to play. Basically, what's going to happen is it's going to be 24 players on the map. And you'll either get to pick on the heroes teams or the villains teams. The game is actually be called My Hero Ultra Rumble, and it'll be available on the PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, and PC. You can sign up for the closed beta, which is currently just for the PS4 players, which kind of sucks, but it's on Bandai Namco's website. And then the first phase starts on August 17th. Basically, the point of the game is you're going to be dropping in with 3 other players, and you're gonna be battling against the villains or the heroes, and there'll be interactive people that you can go around and check it out. So if you're into anime and you like battle royales like I do, it might be a fun new break of a game to check out. It's free, so why not? I might give it a go once it goes live. So that all being said, who is an anime fan? What do you think, Young? Does that sound like something you might want to check out?
It would be fun that I would check out. However, I'm not a huge anime fan because I really have not been able to sit down and either watch it or even really hear about it too much.
Mhm.
But it would be fun that I would check out.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. From a friend of mine. Okay. All right. So moving on. The next story I got brought up is going to be the CPU or the GPU shortage is over, and I couldn't be more happy about that. Considering I personally right now am trying to build a PC. Funds are an issue, but we're getting there. But right now, if you go to look, the 3070s Ti's are back on the market shelves for $499. I remember a time when you could not get one of these GPUs. Like you would get beat out by bots, by people who just buy them out, by the data miners. But it seems to be that those times are gone, and we can finally start getting these things for ourselves, the gamers who really actually need them. Also, the AMD's, the Radeon RX 67050s XTs and the 6900 XTs are back on the market shelves at a fair price, dude. And I brought you the story because as game I paid see, Dave himself paid $1,500 for the 3080. That's insane considering the market price for it on the shelf is only $495. He paid $1,500. $1,500. I could buy a whole PC. Viper paid $3,000 for his 3080 Ti. I mean, that's insane prices to me. I could build a whole brand new gaming lab or PC right now for that cost. Luckily, I had to wait. You know what I'm saying? So I might have lucked out, and patience once again might have shined in my favor. But yeah, if you're a PC builder or if you're just a fan of having good parts, now's the time to get back in it before people see this and start buying them up again. Now, I also think that it might be to the fact that they're about to be coming out with new GPUs soon. That could be the case why they're hitting the shelves, and you're probably not going to be able to get your hands on the upgrades. But to be perfectly honest with you, from what I've seen with the GPUs in the current state, 3070 Ti, 3080, the AMD 67, those are going to be great for a while. They're running the top end of our games right now smoothly, phenomenally. I believe my brother, if he's still in here, he has a 3080 Ti, and he has phenomenal frame rate, all that fun stuff. So, but I came across the story and I thought I'd bring it up to you. I believe my partner is a console gamer as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So this doesn't really affect us too much right now, but I know you're interested in getting a PC too, right?
I'm going to rent a center and gonna rent one to own.
Dude, I absolutely feel you there. For a long time, I thought that'd be a viable option, but I didn't really think that any of it was worth it, man. Because I initially got an Xbox and a TV through them when I first got my first apartment after being homeless, and I ended up paying way too much, and I just can't justify that.
Well, I just bought a speaker, a
Uh-huh.
Bluetooth speaker, and I got a $200 off my next purchase.
Oh, nice.
So I'm gonna see if they have any good gaming PCs.
Mm-hmm.
See if they have any good spec ones where I can actually stream Warzone straight from the PC.
Right. To answer your question, Dave, I don't think the 4000s are currently out. I don't want to misquote myself on that, but from the website I'm on now, the highest they have all is the RTX 3090 Ti, and that in the list price used to be $2,000, and as of June, it was down $450. So that's a huge discount. So, and then it was on the shelves for $450. PC is life, James says. I know, I want a PC so bad. So bad.
So yeah, most likely I'm gonna be messaging Viper on Friday to find out which ones would be good specs for it.
Okay.
Or
Is
I
he-
might, or I might ask him later on tonight to just send me over a couple of things to look for in a gaming PC.
right.
Because if I can rent to own one and also build credit up at the same time, that
Yeah.
that's killing two birds with one stone.
I don't know about if the renter center actually builds your credit or not.
It does.
Uh,
It does. In New Jersey, it does.
oh, okay. Yeah, I know here in Washington, I don't think it helps. So they don't even do a credit check when you just walk in there with a pay stub. So,
Yeah.
but dude, if it does in New Jersey, by all means, get that up.
I'm
I
going
mean,
to try to do that because I have no credit right now.
Right, and believe it or
So-
not, they don't teach that in school, but having credit's amazingly, amazingly important.
Yeah, and however, in the state of New Jersey, I don't know what it's like in other states. They want you to have some type of credit in order to get a credit card.
Right, right,
But one of the ways that they tell you how to build credit is with a credit card. Or, making some type of payment monthly, showing that you can pay for it and everything else like that. How are you supposed to get a credit card or something if you have no credit?
right.
I've applied for multiple credit cards and I've been turned down because I have no credit. So how am I supposed to start building credit if the stuff that you start building credit with, you get turned down for?
Right.
So it's confusing. So I'm just gonna, go to Rent a Center. However, I was not smart enough and I did not have my mom co-sign for me for the speaker.
Hmm.
I put it in her name even though I made the payments on it. So technically speaking, she got the credit instead of me.
That makes sense.
So I think with this one, I'm gonna put it in my name and have her co-sign for me, and you know,
Yeah. But yeah. So long story short, if you're trying to get a new CPU or GPU, they're out. Go get yourself one. Switching gears, next topic. Blizzard bought out the studio behind the fantasy battle royale Spellbreak. I don't know if you guys even heard of Spellbreak. It was another one of those weird battle royale type games that came out along or tried to compete with Fortnite. It was a really cool concept. I played it for a while. It just felt stale after a bit. But basically, instead of using guns, you had a character that had a magical alignment and stuff like that. The reason I felt like this story is important because Blizzard is making money moves, dude. They are buying up all these companies and they're pushing all their development instead of just firing them and taking over their products. They actually, for Spellbreak, unfortunately, are going to be closing down the servers in 2023. However, the company that's making it, which is I'm going to probably mispronounce this, Polariant, they're taking all of their team and putting them to some of their projects. I believe most of them are going towards their World of Warcraft development teams to work on their new expansion that's beginning out, which is Dragonflight. I don't know if you're a WoW player in here or not, but WoW is a huge game for Blizzard. I used to play the shit out of it. I love Blizzard games. I've always been a Blizzard fan. They could do amazing things if they got the developers. And I think what they're doing right now is they're trying to make that Microsoft umbrella that they're under now amazing game content. And that, to me, was a worthy story because that means that the games that we're going to be getting from them are going to be so much better because they're going to have the staff they need. And Blizzard has been known to take very good care of their people. So I think this is a very smart move for them to develop all these other companies into their team, and we'll see what they get. Apparently, the Game & Watch Bros wants a Pepsi. I'm actually trying to quit Pepsi right now. If you notice, I haven't drank one at all. I've been
It's not
drinking
a
pink
Pepsi.
lemonade.
It's a
He said
brisk.
he wants one. It's a what?
It's a brisk iced tea.
Oh, okay. Nice.
It's the Blackberry Smash.
Nice.
It's actually really good.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
by
can't
the way,
hydrate it,
Datagram hit us with the hydrate.
Yeah, Pepsi is terrible. Yeah, James, I'm finally gonna listen to your advice and I'm trying to get off it. I was just talking to Jess about it. What I have left in the fridge is gonna be what I have, and yeah, I'm gonna try and switch over to It's just coffee, carbonated water, like Dad drinks, and no sugar juices. So I used to love UEDs. Oh wow. But yeah, so keep your eye out on Blizzard, man. They're doing big things. They're moving all their staff around to make sure their projects are phenomenal, and they're making the money moves to make Microsoft the best it can be, which I could not agree with more. I'm just a healthy nerd. Yeah, dude. If you got any, on a side note, if you got any health questions or whatever, lifting, food, whatever, hit up my brother James F. Kennemer, JFK Dead Prez in Discord. He's an amazing guru nut. He'll fucking help you out with whatever you want to do, and he's in great shape. I mean, not to jump on his dick too hard, but guy's phenomenal. He knows his stuff, so hit him up. Last story I want to cover tonight is kind of a sentimental one for me, which is weird, but Atari is getting a massive historical game collection for its 50th anniversary. I don't even know if any of you guys are even old enough to know what an Atari is. Atari wasn't the first, but it was one of the original gaming consoles out there. It's well known for like Pong and stuff like that. It was a phenomenal gaming system back in the day, and it basically put us all where we are today. Because without Atari, we wouldn't have Xbox, we wouldn't have PlayStations, we wouldn't have gaming PCs. Me growing up, I'm 40 years old, so gaming then wasn't what it is now. Like everybody now is a gamer. Everybody now is says they're a classic Nintendo player that whatever. I don't want to hate on anybody, and that might be the case, but I really did grow up on Nintendo. Like, it was my babysitter. Like, my parents knew that it was the only thing they could get, have me sit down and pay attention to anything for more than 5 minutes. So, I'm not a gamer, I'm a creator. Okay, I apologize. Dave, you're a creator. Absolutely. I'm just a gamer streamer, man. No, I'm trying to branch out into the creator mode, but James gets on my case about that all the time. You're not making enough videos. You need to branch out more. I was like, I know, bro. I know. Case in point, Atari is 50 years old, and to celebrate, the company has parented with the retro game experts at Digital Eclipse on a new anniversary collection that covers 5 decades of gaming history. It has the somewhat unwieldy title Atari 50, the anniversary celebration, but it also sounds much more involved than the typical classic game bundle. Atari 50 will feature more than 90 games, including 6 new titles inspired by the classics, from consoles like the 2600, the Jaguar, and Linux, along with archival photos, images, and even interviews. So I mean, that's awesome, dude. Like, yeah, they're probably trying to jump on the retro train. Like, it's hype now. It's the cool thing. It's the in thing. But man, it's gonna be awesome. Oh, are they bringing back ET? I didn't see anything about that, but that would be awesome. You know what I'm saying? So it's just good to see these companies like trying to go back to the basics, like where they came from, getting recognized, and then trying to bring them into the new era. If you don't get the joke, you're too young. Hit me up after this. So yeah, that all being said, dude, if you're a classic game nut, if you like the old school stuff, Atari's coming out with their stuff, their 50 anniversary collection. Please go check it out. Let me know how it is. I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford another gaming system at this current juncture, but I do believe that it will be worth checking out. So that's going to bring me to the end of my segment. I hope you guys got some fun out of that. If not, if you have anything you want me to check out personally for not the next week's show, but the following show after that, I'll check it out, do some research, and I'll throw my opinion on it. Maybe you come back and we can talk about it. That being said, we're going to go ahead and move on to the thank yous and some last minute plugs for Slick 10. And I'm going to take a minute. I'm going to tell Young Gun that, man, I love you. Appreciate you. I see the hard work you're putting into the show and coming out of your shell and battling all the stuff that you're doing. So I want to thank you right now for your time, for your dedication, for your effort, for everything you're doing to make us a success. Like I couldn't do this without you, man. You're amazing. I also want to go ahead and thank the Godfather and the other sponsored members, Dishes, Viper, and Dave. You guys, we wouldn't be here without you guys, so I appreciate that. The fact that you saw opportunity for me and Young Gun to do this, and you put up with our bullshit because we are not the easiest people to deal with, and I know that. Dave, you're here, man. I know you're here. So thank you to you guys, and then last and foremost, and most importantly, all the viewers, I appreciate you guys being here, taking time out of your day to come listen to us bullshit, ramble on about dumb stuff that, whatever the case may be. But you're here, you're supportive. I love you guys. You guys are amazing.
Let's see if Dave is really not here.
Oh, he's here.
Thank you for the biddies.
Sexy mama with the biddies.
So if Dave is not here, he will not have a problem or say anything in the chat that I pretty much called him a cheap piece of steak.
Oh, they covered that already earlier. If you pay attention to the chat, Zero called you out on that a lot.
He's a cheap piece of old steak.
He's a cheap piece of old steak. Oh, I believe you just got muted. Hello? All right. Well, I apparently have lost my partner, so welcome to the show, guys. I don't think my partner got a chance to say his thank yous or anything like that, but I know that if he was here, he'd want to thank Viper and he'd want to thank Dave for giving him the opportunity to be here. I know he'd want to thank the Godfather and everybody else for being here. So that being... Oh, he's back. I think. He's coming back? Okay, there he goes.
Dave's really not here.
I think he made his point very clear, bud.
I'm pretty sure he's here.
I win, bitch.
I win, though, because you just moved me. So that means you were here.
I was telling everybody that you were saying thank you, but why don't you go ahead and get your thank yous out, man? Go ahead.
I want to thank One Eye. In all honesty, I love what you did for me a few days ago. You actually came on my stream and helped me out with the charity watch. I did manage to raise $53 for the Wounded Warrior Foundation.
Fuck yeah.
I can't hear you, One Eyed.
I don't know why you wouldn't be able to hear me.
No, I couldn't because Dave's server muted me. Or one of them did. No, I want to thank you guys for, everything that you have done. You came in. Dave, I can see it on the stream. You came in and, usually you play the game. You only play the game when you stream. But this time, you actually just played the game instead of streaming and everything, which I wouldn't have had a problem with you streaming it anyways. It would have helped out, But I want to thank you for actually coming in and helping me out with the stream, shown respect and everything.
Of course, man.
And I want to thank the Godfather for, putting me in this position, putting us in this position. He seen potential in us. And, we want to help everyone out with, what we can.
Absolutely.
I'm glad to be in this position. And I know you are. I do recommend people to, be active. Work your ways in the ranks of Slick 10. In all honesty, great things come out of it. You not only get to bond with great people, but you get to know some of the people that will be that number one person that would end up helping you hide a body. Pretty much.
Absolutely.
And that's what I found within Slick 10 was I got to meet Dave, Viper, Dishes Are Done. I got to meet Zero, the Slick 10 Godfather himself. He they all seen potential in me. They've seen potential in you. They see potential in Frosty. They see potential in Sapper hobbies. You know, and I can't stress enough my gratitude for them.
Absolutely,
And
man.
I love them to death. They're my family. In August, I'm actually going down to C0. Dishes are done. And, you know, so.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, once again, I want to thank my co-host, Young Gun. You're amazing, dude. Thank you. I want to thank all you beautiful people for being here. I'm going to go ahead and take this last moment to go ahead and tell you guys, once again, it's in the chat. Check out slick10gaming.com. Get over there, join the Discord, check out the merch, hashtag Elgato. Make sure you check that out. I'm pretty sure. Are we gonna play some Warzone, my guy, or what?
Yeah, I'm down.
All right,
Yeah.
let's play a little Warzone. I'll probably jump on my personal channel to go live there if you wanted to stay here with us and see all the action. But if not, thank you for coming to the biggest little show out there. Tune in next week where we'll have more Slick 10 Junior sponsored. Have a good night.
I should be concerned about that. In all honesty, I should be concerned about that.
Concerned about what, bud?
My PlayStation is on, but it's not showing me any signal.
Okay, that is a little weird.
Okay, give me 1 second.
I believe we're rating out to Vietnamese Teas, if you guys can still hear me. So she is one of the newest Slick 10 members. She's an amazing streamer, and she is currently playing Valorant. So stick around and check her out.
Okay, that would be the issue. It was not plugged in to the Elgato all the way.
Ah, okay.
So.
Yeah, once again, stick around, check her out. If you want to stick around with us, check me out. Check out me and watch me and Young get our asses kicked. You can go ahead and jump over to my channel, One Eyed Master. And yeah, should be a good time. Either way, you should be entertained because she's an amazing streamer and I'm okay. So I just like to cuss at Young Gun a lot. My brother should be joining us. I believe he's already in game. So we're just waiting for you. I'll join on your server there, Young Gun, because you don't want to play in my lobbies. I'm telling you.
I play in J-Dub's lobbies.
Yeah, J-Dub's a fucking beast, dude. That guy was killing it.
I play in his lobbies, so